Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope your day is off to a good start. I'm actually getting ready to do leg day, but I was sitting here enjoying my cup of coffee this morning and I was scrolling through Instagram, and obviously I follow a lot of the Beachbody coaches, and I was reading the feed, and one of the coaches had posted something, and the person said, I'm looking for a new workout program to do. Should I do one of them was like a Kayla Itzstein program, and the other one was something else. And I was like, well, that's weird. She's a Beachbody coach. I wonder why she's not doing a Beachbody program. So I expanded the thing to read her full post, and I realized she's no longer a Beachbody coach. And the post was interesting to me because I looked in her feed, and she's got several posts. She's doing the keto diet now. Okay. Mind you, I'm not on here to bash the keto diet, but I'm on here to I just want to make a point to you guys. And I'll get to it in a second, but I got to set you up for my point. So, she had several posts recently about, since I've been done with Beachbody, I took a break from working out. I'm ready to do something. It was funny because she was sort of contradicting herself. She was like, I was tired of Beachbody programs, so I took a break. I was all programmed out. I need a new program. So basically, she was sort of bashing Beachbody, a company that she worked for a very long time and did well with. I mean, it was a coach I knew fairly well. And now she was on to keto and saying how amazing she felt and how the inflammation in her body was gone and that she had been beating her body up 6 days a week working out. And now that she wasn't, she felt so good and all of these things. Okay, but here's my point that I want to make to you guys, and I say this to you guys because you are coaches, and you guys will come up against this. First of all, you'll come up against people, that are doing other MLMs that are doing the keto thing, and they'll try to convince you that theirs is the way to go. And here's the thing. Yeah, maybe this person is experiencing less inflammation because they cut something out of their diet. So when you do the keto diet, you basically eat no carbohydrates. Seriously, it's none. So there's a good chance that maybe she was eating a grain that her body doesn't like, that doesn't agree with her body, right? And you don't need to cut out all grains, but had she taken time, this is my point really, had this person taken time to maybe go see their doctor and investigate, hey, I'm working out really hard, I'm eating really healthy, why do I have all this inflammation in my body? Can we maybe run some food sensitivity tests? Or maybe she wants to try an elimination diet or something like that, right? She probably could have got to the root cause of it and still been exercising and still be eating carbohydrates, healthy carbohydrates that are actually quite good for your body, right? Fruit is not the enemy. Whole grains, they're not the enemy, you guys. Yeah, there are things that some of us are allergic to. Look, I'm allergic to eggs. I'm allergic to almonds. I'm highly sensitive to peanuts. And not anaphylactic, inflammatory. I have severe inflammatory responses to those foods. I didn't know it for 2 years. But I wasn't going to say exercising is my problem or, eating healthy is my problem. I knew that wasn't the problem. I knew that there was something causing it and something that I needed to get to the bottom of. And you know what? I saw tons of specialists because unfortunately not a lot of doctors do have a bunch of education in nutrition. But my point is that it's my health, and it was up to me to take it into my own hands and find out what the cause of my issue was. And when I did, and I eliminated those 3 foods, poof, everything got better. My gut got better, my bowel movements got better, my inflammation got better, my weight stopped falling because for me, I wasn't absorbing nutrients, so I was losing weight. Whereas for some people, they'll gain weight or they'll hold on to weight or they'll feel really puffy. But I just always find it so interesting when people, instead of taking the time and taking matters into their own hands, they're quick to bounce to a quick fix and say oh, this was so bad and now this is so good. And neither is the issue. It's your body was having an issue. And yeah, like I said, when you cut out a whole bunch of foods, when you cut out all carbohydrates, you're probably cutting out, the 1 or 2 foods that maybe were causing an inflammatory response in your body. But in the meantime, you also cut out exercise. I'm referring to this person in particular who switched from being a Beachbody coach and doing Beachbody programs to the keto diet and not exercising for a while and all that stuff. And exercising and moving our body, that's not bad for us. And when people say, oh my God, I was beating my body up 6 days a week and they were working out for an hour a day, you guys, I hate to break it to you, but that ain't beating your body up. Like, think about some of our blue-collar workers out there. I saw one of our Beachbody coaches, gentleman, did a post the other day, and he's like, I didn't get in my 80-day obsession workout today, but I laid 3,000 pounds of AstroTurf. He did just fine. That's beating your body up, okay? He laid 3,000 pounds of AstroTurf in like 10 hours. He's good. He didn't need to do his workout that day. But for people, when they're like, oh my God, I beat my body up so bad by using it for 1 hour out of 24. I'm like, you guys, let's think about like back in the day, like the real back in the day when we were hunters and gatherers and you had to like run from lions and you had to build a hut out of mud and like pick berries all day and just try to like survive the natural elements of the world. Okay. They all did just fine. So we're over here on our computers, sitting on our comfy couches, like driving around our fancy cars. And we're like, oh my God, I worked out. I beat myself up. No, you didn't. You just didn't. And that's not the issue. Okay. The 1 hour of working out a day, that's not the issue. In fact, that's probably the one thing like that's saving you. It's like strengthening your muscles, including your heart and your lungs and those sort of things. So, I just thought it was interesting. Again, that has nothing really to do with 80-day obsession or anything, but it's more my point about we can always make excuses and try to jump from one thing to the next, or we can really dive in and like take a look inward and be like, hey, let me figure out what is going on with myself. Like, I am working out super hard. I am eating really clean and I do still have bloat or I do still have inflammation. That doesn't mean that a program isn't working. That means that there's something off in your body, whether it's a hormone issue or a food sensitivity issue or a vitamin deficiency, something. But chances are it's not from exercising or from eating healthy foods, unless, again, you have an inflammatory response to a food that should typically be healthy. So anyways, I just thought it was interesting. I thought I'd come on and talk to you guys about it because like I said, you guys as coaches, you'll be met with it. You'll be met with people who try to pull you to the other side. Come sell this. It's better. People are jumping on the keto train. And you know what? People are jumping on that train right now. But last time I checked, people also like carbohydrates, so they'll be back. And that's it, you guys. Just keep doing you, and you put out there what works for you. And if you run into an issue, you run into something that doesn't seem to be working, like, let's talk about it. Bring it up in the group. Reach out to a friend. Do your investigation. See 1 doctor, see 2 doctors, see 5 doctors until you get to the bottom of it, because your health is in your hands and nobody else's. So there it is. Now that I'm done preaching on my soapbox, I'm going to go do legs. Have a good day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.